and the whole unit is going to be up in flames, and it's all her fault. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sims 4 YouTube video. Today I am so incredibly excited because For Rent came out yesterday, and I played around with it for a little bit to try and get a little bit more acclimated to the new expansion pack. Still got a lot to learn, but I figured today I figured we would test out being a property owner. Maybe down the line I'll do a can you get rich quick from it, but today I just want to go through and see how well I would do as a property owner, because there's still a lot to learn about being a property owner and especially being a tenant as well. But today we're going to be focusing on property owners and seeing how well I do at being one. So let's get into game and see how this turns out, because honestly I'm a bit scared. We're in beautiful Tamaring. I think that is how you say the world's name, but I downloaded this house by Lil Simsy and honestly I am in love with it. But I wanted to show you all how to set up the properties for it to work as a rental, because I had a little trouble, not that I had trouble figuring it out yesterday, but there is just a lot to learn from this. So number one, you want to set it to a residential rental because it won't allow you to place down the house without the residential, rentals set up if it is a property for rent, if that makes sense. But you can go into unit configurations, and actually I think I talked about this in one of my videos about how cool it would be to like change the colors of the different like units, and you can do that. So very much love that, but we'll kind of keep it like this because it kind of matches their house. And you can make it a home unit. Now, I think what this is basically when you have to place down the lot, like buy a rental property and then make it a home unit. I'm still trying to figure that out because I bought a rental yesterday. Maybe one of you guys can help me out on here trying to figure it out. But I bought a rental property yesterday. But I think because my sim already owned a property, it didn't work. But just make sure if you want to live on the actual property. So like right now, this is my Sims house. You would have to place it on the current lot that you live in and not buy a separate rental property, if that makes sense. They also let you have like suggestions on like what you can do. So if you wanted to know like different activities and stuff like that, it'll like show you different things that you can add to make your apartment or rental place a little bit more, better for like your tenants. And then if we go to the second one, which is right here, it'll let you like unhide the unit so you can see what's actually in the unit, or you can hide it so you don't have to see it. Now in game, it won't let you see what's in the unit, so it won't be so chaotic, because in the past with townhomes, it's like so chaotic to figure out where your sim is when you have like 3 different things on there. It's a lot. You can also change the home unit. So maybe you wanted to live in this unit right here and not this one, or maybe you wanted to live in the middle. You can change it to however you want it to. And so it is really, really cool. I can't wait to kind of mess around with it today, because obviously the pack came out yesterday. I don't know if it was just me, but EA wanted to have a little moment with me because it wasn't working for a while. I had to restart like my computer and everything because it was not downloading. The pack refused. By the time I got on the pack, it was like 10 o'clock at night. So now that we have our 2 rental properties, we're going to go over to this little property ownership thing. Now we see here Atkins is the property owner, which is my sim. Her name is Eden Atkins. So Eden, I'm hoping for the best today. And we're gonna go ahead and fill that vacancy. Now you can also like check your agreements too. So if you kind of forget what you've done, you can go back and like see. Now, as I was saying before, you do have a max rent of like $260 per day. And you have the lease length you can change. I'm going to do it for 7 days just for this video. But if you wanted to, you could make it for like 3 days. You could make it an Airbnb or something like that. So if you just wanted someone in there for 3 days, you can do that. Another thing is how they talked about the unit ratings was that obviously when you first start out, it's gonna be very low depending on the property that you're at. Now we already have a 4 stars, so thank you Lil Simsy, because I wasn't really looking forward to having to boost my stars up, so she's already done that for us. But the size is medium, which does help, increase the rating of it, because if it's too small, it's not gonna be, probably the best. We do have some desirable amenities such as like we have beds, toilets, showers, bathtubs. We also have different things for like hobbies and stuff. Like I think there's some hopscotch out there, and then we have like a little grill. Our environment is fancy, which is good. So it says place items from build mode with an environment attribute and to raise the tier's quality. And then our maintenance is poor, but they said when you first start out, it's going to be poor because obviously there's nothing to judge based on the maintenance that you've done. So it's very important to keep the unit and shared space clean and repaired, greet and insinuate positive rental interactions with your tenants, abide by the unit rules, and participate in events to raise the tier's quality. Now, when I first started playing this last night, I really didn't do anything. So I was like, oh, this is so easy. You don't have to do anything. And then my tenants revolted against me. So hopefully we don't have that today. There's not really many like unit rules that I want to like put in place, but I think we'll do the no trash overload because I do not want the place to be dirty. That's not what I want. But no social events, I don't want to enforce that because I actually quite like the social events depending on what it is. No loud noises, we might want to do that one just because to be respectful of the other tenants. So I might actually activate that rule. And then maximum occupancy, 2's a crowd, 3's a party, and 4 sims in one household violates the maximum occupancy rule. The thing about the apartments that we have right here, the townhomes, whatever you want to call them, there's a lot of space. It's small, but there's a lot of space. So I'm actually not going to activate that one. No pets, I don't like that because I love pets in the Sims. And no ghosts, like I'm not going to activate that. I want to see some ghosts in my apartment. So what I'm going to do is set this to, I think like 200 just because the property is really nice. And I think we can find something for $200 a day. But basically this is the actual like tenants that we have. Now they did say that they do have tenants that are kind of like pulled from the not in world section of the Sims. So you're always going to have people that are going to want to rent out your house. Now the only thing is we have 3 beds and we have 1 bath. Now, I don't think we have enough beds like for infants and stuff like that, so I might just take 1 person because we could do the Shadow family because they just need 2 beds. We have that, and it's $225 per day, so we're actually getting a little bit more. I'm going to do this one. They're both young adults, so we'll go ahead and fill that. And as you can see, I also gave her the 5-star property owner. So basically she needs to have a unit occupied by a tenant, handle a maintenance event. So keep your tenants happy by tending to maintenance events. When a maintenance event occurs, visit the rental unit and sort out the issue, and then perform an inspection pass. Visit a rental unit that your sim owns, select various breakable objects and choose to do inspection and maintenance tips. Start with toilets, sinks, showers, and ovens. So we'll go through this list once we get everything done. But like I was saying, you can view your agreement. So if you ever forget what you agreed to, it also shows the tenants and shows what your agreement was so that you never forget exactly what you agreed on. We can also unjustly evict. Now, the thing about this is it's going to give you kind of a bad rating if you unjustly evict them. But if they're doing something obviously that is, you can justify the eviction, then you can evict them. But I really like how the Sims implemented that because you really just can't go around evicting people just because you don't want them in your house anymore unless like they're doing something that, is causing damage or just breaking the tenant agreement, then you can do it. But because they're not doing anything, you can't just go and evict them. Unless you want to do that, then you can do that. But I wouldn't recommend doing that. So we have 1 more vacancy to fill. And again, I'm going to go with the same thing. No loud noises and no trash overload. We'll stick with another 200 a day because we can find something a little higher. We'll do the 7-day agreement as well. And we'll go and pick someone else. So this one's just 1 and it's for $229. I think we can see a theme with me. I'm trying to find the most amount of money, and I think it's going to be right here, the Rivera. So we'll do that tenant, and then if you, again, click on it, it'll show you the tenant, so and it'll say the property that it is, so it's the one on the end, and it will give you the little tenant agreement. So now that we've done that, we got the welcome party too, and I'm trying to figure out if any of these Sims here are my tenants, which I do not think they are. Since we have nothing better to do, I'm just going to do this welcome wagon thing. And we had our unit rating change to, I don't even know what it was changed to. This one went up. So it's also really good to have a good reputation with other Sims as well. Like if you're just nice to them, it'll show. But if you're just nice to them, it'll definitely help your unit. But as we can see here, we can break in and then we can invite to hang out. We can visit unit, or we can switch control to this unit. So if you had maybe like one of your Sims, like sibling or whatever it was that, you know, maybe someone's related to your Sim who owns the unit, you can, you know, switch control to that household and go from there. But I will end the welcome party. I know I said I wouldn't, but we can visit this unit and basically like do a little inspection check to make sure that everything is running good, because I know we just moved them in, but I want to make sure that everything's working. I don't need them to go on a revolt again like they did to me yesterday. It scared me a little bit because I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't hear anything before. There was no warning, you know, about it. So now, as you can see, we're at the second unit, and now my apartment is no longer visible to my Sim. So we'll just walk in here, do some inspections. So they said to start off with like the oven, like we can click do inspection and maintenance. So kind of like the appliances. So I'll just have my Sim go around doing these inspections. And that also should help the unit as well. I don't know. So far it's working good. Look at her go. She's a working woman, but we did get the little perform an inspection pass. Now we just need to have a maintenance event, and I'm not sure exactly how to get that. It says keep your tenants happy by, we read this, but I don't know what the issue is. I guess we have to wait for a maintenance issue. And then they do have a bathroom up here. So the apartment itself looks really, really nice. Lil Cindy did a really good job with this, but she always does a good job with her builds. So, but we'll wait for her to finish that stuff out, and then we can maybe hit the other apartment and do some checks there. But yeah, the main thing is to do the checks on the appliances or anything that could break. Okay, I found another tenant. I'm just still waiting to meet the other woman who is the Shadow Girl. I don't know her first name, but oh, here she is. You know what? Luna Shadows. We'll do a Tumarani introduction since we're in Tumarang. He's playing hopscotch. It's so dark out here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I mean, I'm sure you guys can see it, but I'm talking about, I don't know if you guys can see the game because it's so dark. Okay, we have a trash overload. So we need to visit the property at the second unit. So honestly, I don't know why there's a trash overload, but what I'll do is I'll have her get up. We'll have her take a shower too, because I think she's still wet from yesterday. And then we'll head over to that property and see what's going on. They do have a trash can, so I'm not really sure as to why we're struggling. There's 2 trash cans outside, and I know there's a trash can in their unit. So you're telling me that you can't get up and walk 5 feet to throw your trash away? Okay, so we are here. You can knock on their door, which I would probably do that because now we can see what's going on over here. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. But listen, look at how easy that was. Look at what my Sim just did there. I mean, is this rocket science to them? Could they not do it themselves? Oh, I need to call the trash remove. That's why. It's technically rocket science to me because I couldn't do that. I didn't know we had to do that. See, there's so much that I'm learning with this new pack. No wonder they suggested that you don't do 100 Sims on one property. Okay, I'm just a little confused. Is this for the whole thing? Because it says empty trash, select full trash cans. Yeah, I did that. There's only 1 trash can. I don't know where the other trash is. Are they saying like for the full? Okay, we did it. It says, great job taking care of the trash overload in to Tam Nong Sands. The tenant household is happy with the prompt response and unit rating went up. That's good. I do want to talk to Gretchen though. She's become a close friend of ours over the last few days, and I do want to ask her about the rental conditions. Like, do we actually get a thing back? And what is commend tenants? I don't think that's good. So I don't want to do that. She is hungry though, so I think I might have her sent. And they're still getting inadequate feedback, but I was going to send her back home to get some food. Also, I think you get paid at the end of the 7 days. So I might have to play through 7 days. I tried to make one meal today, and she's already put the place on fire. This is the first meal I made. I haven't touched this oven since we started this gameplay. And the whole unit is going to be up in flames, and it's all her fault. Put the fire out. What are you doing? All right, well, let's buy this back. I love how it costs more to replace all the stuff than what insurance gave us, if that makes sense. Okay, so I was playing for it for a little bit, but I wanted to wait for something to pop up, and we have an electrical failure that has popped up for, I believe, like a maintenance like event. So it basically says repair or replace all broken electrical objects. And as we can see here, there's a computer that's broken. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I don't want to replace it. I want to see if she can repair it. And then we also have this AC thing over here, but I don't think that's broken as well. So we're just gonna go around fixing the objects. Now it only says 1 of 1, so maybe this is just the only one that we have. That would be fine too, because at least we would get, I think we should get this maintenance event filled so we can move on to our next aspiration list. It just takes so long to complete these like tasks. Like I have it fast forward, but it takes a minute. She dislikes handiness. No, she can't. We're not doing that. She has to like it. This is her job. And then I'm going to throw this away as well. I'm wondering if there's anything else that's broken maintenance-wise that we need to fix. Oh, the fridge broke as well. I just did inspections on this too. That's what I was doing. But I didn't think I needed to put it in the video because we had done it once. So I was like, okay, we'll just go and do this. Make sure his apartment's working. He's got to go to the bathroom and it's dirty. I'm convinced Sims don't know how to clean up after themselves because every apartment I've gone to, like at least in our units, it's been so dirty. Okay, so we got it said outstanding job taking care of electrical failure in the unit 3. The tenant household was pleased with your prompt response and your unit rating went up. Let's see. It's still out of 4, but that's good. It's up. It's not down. So I'll take that as a win. We'll also clean up the place just so it's not dirty, but I think we can. Where is she going? She's throwing it in, and you know what? At this point, she can do whatever she wants. She is throwing it at another trash can. Not that we don't have one right here. Apparently we don't have that. I'm gonna have her go home though. The important thing is we got that electrical failure taken care of very quickly. It helped that I was already in his apartment. So the quicker you do things, the better. And if you probably didn't do anything at all, that would probably not have been good. Okay, we also now have a sewage leak that we need to go to. And I don't know exactly where it might be coming from mine. Oh, it is from mine. That's fine. I mean, we'll go ahead and repair it, but I mean we should be getting 5 stars because it's my Sims toilet. I mean, we're the property owner for this one, so should be getting some good stuff from this. Did we do it? Says great job sorting out the sewage leak problem. As a result, the unit rating went up. So the thing is, the important thing is to make sure you're getting these done quickly, because the quicker you do it, the better it is for your unit. So it's going up, which is good. What is this over here? View rule broken. What, we could justly evict him? I don't want to do that. What I will do is we'll travel to the unit, see what's going on. We'll deliver him the fine for the trash overload. Because I mean, I was very clear. I said, listen, we got our $600. I just want to talk to him, see what's going on. We'll throw this away because clearly I don't think he knows what he's doing. I don't even know where he is. Denzel, where are you? Yeah, I'm convinced he's not even here. So we'll just go back to our house. I couldn't find him, but on the bright side, we made $600 today. On the downside though, his unit did go down a little bit, but now it's back up. Okay, here we go. You know how we did the ghost things? Well, here it says here in the unit 2, a ghost keeps showing up in the Shadows household, is absolutely terrified. Visit the unit to resolve the issue. We're gonna go ahead and do that. So we'll travel over to unit 2 and see what's going on over here, because we'll actually let her finish her painting first and then she can go down there. Probably, you know, at least, you know, the ghosts that are showing up won't cause them to get like a fine or anything like that. Because I'm pretty sure it was like the no ghosts allowed. So if the ghost had shown up, we would have, you know, been able to find them. Not that I wanted to, but you know, it was nice to make that $600. We are at the property. By the way, it is Wednesday night. So trying to play through this a little quickly so we can get to the actual like rental portion. Not exactly sure what we're supposed to do here with the ghosts. Are we supposed to exercise like an exorcism. Did we do it? We took care of it. There we go. And we got them up on their ratings, and we'll talk to them a little bit to help with the whole haunting situation. I'm sure they were kind of petrified. So, well, hold on, guys. I asked them what their rental like conditions were, and they said elite property owner. They said the tenant is thoroughly enjoying their experience in this residential rental and is overflowing with positive feedback. That's a lot better than the last time we asked them, because last time they said they didn't have anything to say. So we're making strides here. So it's now Thursday around like 10, close to 11 a.m. But I wanted to show you guys something that I thought was pretty cool. If you go to your lease agreement and maybe say you're forgetting how, many days are left, it actually tells you that there are 3 days left in this lease length. So that is quite nice to know, because if you have a lot of tenant agreements and let's say they didn't start on the same day as like my tenant agreements did, you can always check back and see the actual days, because it's not going to put it on your calendar, just because that would be a little too much. As we all know, like we have the talent showcase and like a lot of the stuff that is in the Sims, but come Saturday, I think that's when Sunday is when the tenant agreements are up, because we of course made it on Sunday. But as you can see, it's not posting like a stay over, how you plan to stay over, and they will have it like lined up for how many days there are. So I wanted to point that out because I thought it was pretty cool, because if it gets too confusing, you can always just check your lease agreement and go from there. Okay, as I was about to say that there's been nothing going on. We had a water leak. It's now Friday at 12 a.m. and it's in the second unit. So we'll go over. I mean, there hasn't been much going on, which is why I haven't really put any of this in the video, because really it's been quite quiet. And the second I thought in my head, oh, it's been quite quiet, we get a water leak. So, I mean, at least we got something, because we're coming close to the end of our agreement. So we have about 2 more days left, and I'm really curious to see how the payment works on this. I'm sure it goes into your account, but I'm curious to see how much we made and if maybe we got a bonus for, keeping the ratings up so well. So, I think it's a lot easier when you have someone that is solely a property owner and not a job, like having a job and stuff like that, because it makes it a lot easier to, manage the properties. So I don't know where the water leak is. It says the water is leaking everywhere. Oh, and 3, not 2. I read that completely wrong. I was like, where is the water going? It's like there's no water. Very careful to read. I thought it said 2. 2's been having a lot of issues, so I think I just assumed that it was 2. Okay, here we go. But to be fair, Unit 3 has been having a lot of issues too, so I'm not shocked. I think it's probably going to be upstairs. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All of the things are leaking. We got to mop up the puddles as well. All 7 puddles. You could think, Denzel, could you probably help out and maybe mop up those puddles? We could knock this out so quickly if you would just, Denzel, I need him to move. This is not talking hour. This is, let me fix it. It's 2 a.m. in the morning and I'm cleaning up. He's not moving. I'm gonna lose it. Why don't we talk downstairs? Or is there any puddles I need to mop downstairs? I don't think so. I think they're all upstairs. You know what? We're just gonna replace it. Even though I didn't have to do that, he wouldn't move so I could fix it. And my sim is tired. So we're gonna go back home now. That's fixed. Thank goodness. I think after these 7 days, I should get a bonus. My sim should get a bonus from doing all of these. Granted, I did sign up for it. I became a property owner. I chose this life to be, managing 2 properties. But at the same time, it's like, if I'm coming in to fix something at 2 a.m., you better move, Oh, and we got another tenant rule violation for another trash overload rule. So I'm trying to think, does that mean that we're going to get a fine? Can we deliver a fine again? I don't want to. That would mean that we've been making $1,200 and I'd say 3 days just from violations. Listen, if you had the cheat on to have 100 units on your Sims 4 lot, you could just make bank on just the Sims violating these rules if you just put them all on there. Like if you activated all of them, you could make so much money. Treacherous Tenants. Eden's tenants are playing fast and loose with the rules, even ignoring a polite request. So she's a little sad. And I don't blame her because, you know, we ask one thing, just clean up after yourselves. That's all. That's all we ask, and they can't do that. I shouldn't expect a lot from Sims, but I'm just saying, you know, just help clean up the place. This is a nice little property. We want to keep it that way. But I'm gonna go back home because there's nothing else for me to do. I just need to deliver that fine. I mean, I don't think Eden likes delivering the fines just because, you know, it should be a rule that shouldn't have been violated in the first place. We've had both tenants violate the trash rule. At least they didn't violate like the loud noises. At least they're being respectful, but it's like, just clean after yourself. Like, is that too much to ask? And we got another trash overload. Is it at my place? I think it is at my place. No, it can't be because I have the trash can that gives you money. We'll just call the trash removal people so we can get this trash removed. We're like coming to the home stretch. Like, okay, we cleared up the trash thing. I'm honestly thinking maybe I should add a pool here, but we don't have the, we only have like one more day left in the lease. Like if we go here, I've seen this, but we've already taken care of that. And we have like 1 day remaining on the lease, but I am trying to Twitch stream soon. Hopefully, you know, today or tomorrow. So maybe I'll add a pool for this Let's Play and just continue this Let's Play on the, Twitch stream. I'm trying to figure out what I should have her do. Maybe she should just watch TV. It is Saturday. Yeah, no, that would be exciting. Maybe I could add a pool there instead of like hopscotch or something like that. I mean, they do. I don't want to say anything, but they do have this whole big pool over here. So maybe we can just keep the hopscotch. If they want to go swimming, there's a whole ocean out there. And look at the Shadow household, the Shadow Wolf household. They are making some food. Don't know where... She just kicked my trash can after I just paid about 400 simoleons for them to have a nice place. They want to kick my trash can. Prosecute. Oh, have they not paid it? I'm just going to click at that and see what happens. I thought they did. I'm pretty sure they did, but what does this button do? Oh, we got the money. We got the money, guys. Was that like an evil? Did you guys hear that laugh? That sounded so evil. That, I don't know which one that came from. I think it was my sim. But did she just say it was bad? An inadequate feedback. It's because I just got you, you know, from receiving. Okay. Oh, I get this now. It says from failing to receive the fine. So they didn't pay it before and now she's paid it. And for that, I'm going to grab a serving of the food that Gretchen cooked because I don't think it was Gretchen that had the trash overload. I think it was Luna. I think Luna's out to get me. She's out to get us. I might have to find a new tenant after these 7 days are completed. She does have the mean trait though. So, and Gretchen is just there. You know, we have had no issues. So, you know, I'm going to ask Gretchen her thoughts on the rental conditions. I should get a solid answer from her. Yeah, so we got elite property owner from Gretchen. Okay, so I think we did get paid for the leasing agreement. I think I missed it though. So I'm not sure how much we made because I looked at the leasing agreement and it says remaining lease days 7 days. So I'm not sure, but I can swear that I did not have them in their apartment at 8 a.m. in the morning. So I'm going to play a little bit and see what comes out of it. Yeah, so I think it restarted the leasing agreement. I haven't really heard anything about like the other days. I mean, you can obviously unjustly evict them, but that's probably not great for your unit rating. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I think we did it. We played the full 7 days, and granted, you know, I don't know how much we made. So probably should keep track of that the next time we do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it to being a property owner. So I'll end the video here. Well, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope that you guys are all enjoying the For Rent expansion pack. I certainly am. I will say after playing with the pack, there is so much more that I got to learn about being a property owner. But for playing it for like the full 7 days, I gotta say I had a blast doing it. I think it's so realistic for like the Sims for how much they could make it. You know, obviously we don't want the Sims to be too realistic because we play the Sims to get away from reality. So to have it, you know, feel like you're actually like owning a property, you can own more than one, which is great. So if you wanted to live at one and have like 2 units and then own another one, you can do that. I think it'd be perfect to have, you know, either your sim be a full-time property owner and have someone, you know, doing a full-time job, so you have like money coming in, but you're also having money coming in through being a property owner, which is, you know, really nice as well. I honestly don't really have like many words. Like, I'm kind of like blown away by this pack. Like, I feel like the Sims over the last couple of years have gotten really good at making like expansion packs, game packs, and like the stuff packs. So glad to see that they're like actually like putting the time and effort into making these packs so good, because the world's beautiful and the, you know, gameplay is amazing. There's not too many bugs from what I've noticed. Like, it was pretty smooth playing it. So if you're still on the fence of buying for rent, I would definitely put this on a must-have list if you're really interested in property owning. But also another plus of it is you can be a tenant as well. So you don't have to own a property. You can rent out different properties. And the nice thing is they're not that expensive as like the apartment. So you're paying like a daily, you know, fee, but at the end of the week, I think that's when your Sims pay, you know, their rent. And it seems like it might be a little cheaper to do the, you know, for rent tenants than maybe like city living or like the apartments that we have in the world. So that is a nice thing to take into consideration. But with that being said, I am having a blast playing with this pack. Honestly, again, blown away. I don't have any words to describe, you know, how great this pack is. I just think you need to discover it for yourself. But hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and comment what your favorite part of the for rent pack is. And if you've gotten the chance to play it, what are some things that you are very interested in with the for rent pack? If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on those notifications so you never miss another video like this. But anyways, I will see you all on Monday.